Alrighty, how is everyone doing today? And welcome to my channel. This channel is for educational purposes, and we check out great theories and concepts and discoveries that you may not be familiar with, but uh, now that you are, because you're watching this channel, you will have access to great information that will help you in your quest for better spiritual, mental, and physical health. And this is a feature that we have called the Q-tip of the spear. And this is my musings on the tip of the spear people out there in the info war, the diggers and anons who have, um, I think, distinguished themselves in my eyes. And so I listen to their podcasts and just digest them and recap them a little bit here on this feature. And unfortunately, kind of since I started doing this, um, the info war has just gotten so kind of ridiculous that it's really hard to take it seriously, and it's very hard to kind of stay balanced while watching it because it's infuriating in a certain way. And I've kind of developed the approach of really just trying to opt out and just kind of say this isn't for me. They're trying to communicate with a different group of people here, um, and they've got to make it like utterly obvious. They've got to hit you over the head with a sledgehammer with it, and most of the people that would be watching this probably it doesn't apply to them. Um, if it does, then more power to you. But you know, if it's enraging you and it's getting you out of balance, I would think about opting out. I feel like the war's over and the good guys won. The globalists have been defeated, but the mop up hasn't finished yet, and so it's still going on officially. But the results have, I think, pretty much been decided, and you know I recommend getting out, and there's a lot of more work to be done. Just defeating the globalists is just step one. Then you have to figure out how to proceed from there, and we don't have that together at all. The proceeding part is not going to be satisfactory if we proceed based on where we are right now. There's a lot more red pilling that needs to be done. Um, particularly in the realm of religion, we can't go forward with these with any of these Western religions. Um, I recommend deism. Deism is just the belief in one God who is good, who has given humans the abilities, higher mental and spiritual faculties to be able to behold God's creation and understand God thereby directly. Direct understanding, not intermediaries. No intermediaries, no priests, no pastors, no popes, no rabbis, no books, no testaments, no Qurans. Directly. And that's how it's gonna have to be. That's the next step for us. We've got to discard all these authority figures. This is turning it all into dogma, and it's turning it into foolishness. And it is foolishness because all of these Western religions are basically psyops, um, and can be easily determined and easily proven to be such. Uh, but nobody's looking at it, and nobody is putting it under any scrutiny. I seem to be the only person out here who is giving you the obvious information that the New Testament of the Bible was written by the Roman Caesars. It's a psychological operation that they were using against the Jews. The Quran is quite similar, written by their descendants, and the Old Testament of the Bible is a true story, but it's a history, and there is no religion involved. It's just a dude named Yahweh Elohim who is one of the Elohim. And those are powerful, big, giant, smart, technologically advanced beings who are here. Don't know where they came from, but they are not gods. They are gods with a small g at best. They are very, very flawed individuals. And their, you know, strictures, their commandments, and everything that they base it on is obedience, not morality, not ethics, just obedience. Can you obey Yahweh Elohim and his arbitrary and capricious rules? So, we can't move forward on any of that. Um, we also can't move forward on the basis of the, health and wellness protocols that you guys have managed to, not research properly and not get the right answers to. Let me just give you a hint. If you ever get sick, then you are not on the correct diet. And we also have issues having to do with, you know, um, history and nationalism, patriotism, and Western civilization. And it seems like you guys are ready to just go right back to the great white man version of history, um, which, you know, there was a reason why the leftists went with the, inarticulate version of history, the social history, and the revisionist history. They went way, way, way overboard. But now you guys are going way, way, way back overboard, back to where it was. Now that's not this. This is this is not. I mean, you guys are not using any discernment whatsoever when you're doing these kind of uh, celebrating Christopher Columbus or whatever. That Christopher Columbus is 100% pure cabal, straight up Illuminati, or whatever that Illuminati was before the Illuminati, Roman Catholic Church. Um, so there's plenty more work to be done. Meditate, take some psychedelics, um, in proper context. Um, do some working out, get some sunshine, um, and do some studying. Read some stuff that goes against your belief systems. If you have enough faith, you'll do that. And in particular, read the work of Josephus, War of the Jews. Read it right next to your Gospels and tell me if Josephus is not the author of the New Testament, the Gospels at least. Um, so there's plenty to do, and it's a perfect opportunity to opt out and to check out of the info war, which has been won. Um, and I do believe that it's going to get uglier and uglier and uglier and uglier and dumber and dumber and dumber. And so you might as well check out right now before it just makes you even angrier. You'll be glad you did. If not, maybe next week, maybe the week after. I don't know how long this is going to go on, but probably for quite a while. And it's just going to get utterly dumb. All right, like, share, subscribe, comment, contribute, and we'll see you next time on the Q-tip of the spear. Thanks for tuning in today. Have a great day.